What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got another pretty cool little review for you today, but pretty neat little knife. This one bought myself. Kansept did give me a little discount on it, so thanks to Kansept for that. If you want to check them out, they are available on Kansept's website. The link down below is an affiliate link, but it's sold out. So even if you use it, probably not going to do me any good because I don't think you can buy it on there unless you're watching this way in the future and they're restocked. Thanks to all my viewers, channel members, Patreons. Let's get into the knife. Hit the like button if you like the content. Subscribe if you want more of it. This one's pretty neat, man. I think this one's a little bit different. Kind of one that sticks out to me, and I know it's been out for a decent little bit. I think it came out last year, I believe. Tip of the blade into the handle, you are looking right at 6, and I'm calling that just a hair under 6 7/8, so kind of like a medium-sized knife, I guess. Blade length 2 7/8 if you go all the way up to where the blade meets up with the handle scale right there. And cutting edge on this bad boy, I'm going to call that right at, let's say 2 3/4 maybe. Yeah, maybe a hair over 2 3/4 on your cutting edge. So pretty much a medium-sized knife, right? What I would call a medium-sized knife anyway. Get the calibers out here. Let's make sure they're zeroed out first, so I don't look a dumbass any more than I already am. This is 122 thousandths, thickest part of the spine right there. And behind the edge, I'm going to say behind the blade, sheesh. Behind the edge, you're looking right around 23 thousandths on the belly part of it, and around 439 thousandths, definitely under half an inch on the handle thickness there. Go ahead and breeze through some size comparisons here, give you an idea of the size of knife you're dealing with, right? That is your Spyderco Paramilitary 2 and your Spyderco Para 3, so even a little bit smaller than the Para 3, right, in overall length. Now, cutting edge, kind of a different story, right? Got a little, maybe just a touch more cutting edge than the Para 3. So it definitely maximizes the use of what it's got, I think. Let me get out another couple here. Here is your Hinder Knives XM18, all right? And there is your QSP Penguin. So even the Penguin, a little bit longer than the Kansept Knives Loki. And let's see, a couple more standards for the channel here. Of course, DeWalt frame and hammer, and your 8-inch USA made crescent wrench, right? I mean, you got to have that. What are you even doing if you don't have those in size comparisons? Another couple common objects, Scotch tape, and a Bic. All right. So there you go. If you didn't know, now you know. Here is the Walmart scale here, which is I might have to swap this bad boy out in the future. I'm guessing shoot, I don't know, I'm gonna guess probably around 3.5 ounces. See how far off I am. Pretty close actually on this one. 3.4 ounces, 3.4 ounces, so a little bit over the ounce and inch ratio, but 3.4 ounces, definitely not what I would call like a heavy object by any means. Get out the old faded blue jeans here. Let's see what we got going on. Now, it is a little tight getting it in pocket, and those deep grooves in the scales, you can definitely feel them getting in and out of pocket. So just a little bit of a heads up on that. Not a deep carry, but not especially shallow milled titanium pocket clip. Pretty nice looking, but it is functional. It works pretty well. Just a little bit tight getting in and out of pocket, and I don't think that those super deep grooves help in the handle. We'll take a closer look at those here in just a second. T8's what I got on here, so of course it's going to be a different size. T8 on the pivot. Yeah, T8 on the pivot. I'm guessing that would be a T6, just like everything else would be my guess. So here is your T6. Yep, lock bar screw, T6, body screw, T6, and I've not disassembled this one yet, but my guess on that one, on the inside, right, would be a T6. Take a closer look in there. If I can get the flashlight where it's not in holy shit bright mode. Got a little bit of milling on the inside on the handle scales. Not too much, but a little bit of weight reduction in there, right? And that looks like a T6 to me. Got a nice back spacer in there. All right, so that pretty much does it for specs. As far as aesthetics and everything, I think this knife looks pretty good. I really wish, and pretty much all Kansept knives are like this, they have, even though it's small, which is good, I wish they had a little bit less information on the blade, right? So you got Loki right there, you got the maker's mark right there. Flip it over to the other side, Kansept there, you got S35VN there. Good blade steel, by the way, especially at the price point. And the serial number. Now, it could have definitely, I think it could have definitely done without having the serial number on there, to me anyway, right? And these do, looking on their website right now, actually this particular model runs 166 bucks. Might be available on some other sites, maybe Amazon, something like that. I haven't really taken a look at other sites, but 166 bucks, titanium S35VN, not a bad deal at all. Pretty good action, right? Not bad action at all. It's eerily reminiscent to the Roosevelt a little bit. Does have its differences. I have heard this one called the poor man's Roosevelt on other channels, and other people have said that, and I wouldn't disagree with that at all. I think that's a fair assumption, especially whenever you're looking at the ergonomic lines where that finger choil is right there, and the blade, the edge kind of sits a little bit lower. I kind of like that. I like the way it looks, and it definitely feels a lot, for lack of a better term, lack of a better term anyway, definitely feels how it looks. So I kind of do like that. Nice bronze finish. I like that finish on that titanium on the handle scale. And this diamond, this isn't just like a cover thing, right? This isn't lasered. This is fairly deep grooves on this diamond texture, and almost too deep, right? To me anyway. Kind of gritty. Now in the hand, whenever you're flicking it and whenever you pull it out, you know, to use it and stuff, when it's actually in your hand using it, no issues whatsoever. It's fairly grippy, feels pretty solid, feels pretty premium, feels good. I like the way they did it, and I like the way it looks. But one thing that I run into is when I take it in and out of the pocket, again, that pocket clip is fairly tight, so it will kind of make that rub against the seam of your or not just the seam, the inside of your pocket in your jeans or whatever you're wearing. So definitely keep that in mind. They do have a couple of different variants. They've got variants with a different type of opening hole, one that's kind of like a frowny face, like a U shape, kind of a little bit different. And they do have a couple of different versions available: Damascus, other S35VN versions, satin, blue handle with a satin finish. So a couple different variants that they do make of them. But again, these are sold out right now on Kansept's website, and I would have very little doubt that they would end up restocking these, right? Because this is a pretty decent knife. I mean, I think as far as the handling of it, it definitely makes use of its small size, right? When you're gripping this thing, when you're choked up on it, you got a nice little notch up here, and your index goes almost all the way on that cutting edge, but you are pretty locked in, right? It's pretty slicey, pretty nice grind on the blade too, by the way. And yeah, I think overall this is a pretty good knife. It does have a couple of things about it I would change. The T6s, maybe something with the pocket clip, but other than that, I would definitely say this is a pretty decent knife. So that is the Kansept Knives Loki. And yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you want more of it. I'll see y'all in the next one, and y'all stay sharp.